it's Allison here from the Zionsville Chamber of Commerce, and we are here today at Hearing Solutions, and we're going to talk to them a little bit about what they do. So whenever you walk into this beautiful office, you meet the folks here at the front desk. So who are you guys?
I'm Julie.
I'm Mariah.
I'm the location manager, and welcome. I'm the one that you'll be talking to schedule an appointment or when you walk in the door to see if there's anything we can do to help you.
So once you're here and you're in this, again, really lovely office, then we're going to go back to an exam room. So if we're over here, we're going to come through the door and we're going to meet Dr. Judy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Judy.
So we're going to go back to an exam room and we're going to show you what a hearing exam would look like, because I've never had a hearing exam and I would be really curious to find out what this looks like. And you can come along for the journey because you may have someone in your family or maybe you that needs something like this, and they have a lot of things here that you can get locally that are available at this office. So come with us. So how long have you been here?
About 6 weeks.
6 weeks? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's really soon. So, so here's your exam room. So tell us a little bit about this room. So how is this set up? What is this? This looks like something that I've never seen before in a doctor's office. So if someone comes in here, what would they do with this booth?
So this is a Audiology sound booth. It is a sound treated room. It's not soundproof, but it's sound treated, so it brings down all of the noise floor in the room and allows us to get the most accurate kind of hearing test on anyone. And this is where we do our hearing test.
So what does a hearing test look like for people? If they were coming in to get one from you, how long does this take?
The actual test itself takes about 10 to 15 minutes, but there are things that we'll do before the test. I'm going to ask you some questions about your history, medical history, things that are going on, what brought you in to see us today, and then depending on what those answers are, or if a physician refers you over here, then that's going to determine what kind of testing I'm going to do.
Okay, so maybe I have someone in my family, maybe a mother or father that needs this, and I'm here with them. Is this the same kind of conversation that you would have with them? Maybe they have some, significant hearing loss. Are you talking to both of us, or how does that process go?
So we do like patients to bring a significant other in with them, whether it be a spouse, a family member, a loved one, child, somebody with them to help, first of all, be a second set of ears for them, especially if they have significant hearing loss, and also to be a familiar voice. That way when we're doing the testing or maybe testing out something that could help them, they can better judge that their results by hearing and listening to that person's voice that they're used to.
So about how long would a hearing test take?
So the test itself takes about 15 minutes. We do make the appointments an hour-long appointment for a consultation with me. So you can come in, I can find out more about your needs, we can do a full hearing test, discuss the results, and then we can discuss the recommendations or referrals out that you need to go from here.
So for the most part, if someone does come in for a hearing test and you say, okay, we've got something here we need to take a look at, what does that next step look like?
Well, about 95% of hearing loss is what we call sensory neural, which means that there's nothing mechanical going on. It has to do with the hearing nerve itself. So if it's a different kind of loss, which is only about 5%, there may be something medical we could refer you out for. But most hearing losses that come in here are sensory neural, and the form of treatment for sensory neural hearing loss is hearing aids. So at that point, I would make a recommendation for the type of hearing aids that I would recommend based on their lifestyle, their needs, what they're looking for, what are their goals, those kinds of things that we're going to talk about, and then I can make that recommendation, and then we can move forward when they're ready.
If someone already has hearing aids and they say, maybe I'd like to upgrade, maybe I'd like to find something a little newer, is that part of this process too?
Absolutely. We have patients come in here all the time that are patients that have worn hearing aids sometimes for many years, sometimes for a couple years, sometimes recently got them and aren't doing as well with them as that they would like, or they're no longer working well for them. And yes, so we can definitely, we upgrade people all the time to newer technology, better technology. Sometimes depending on, let's say a patient moves here from out of state and they have hearing aids that are 6 months old. Well, they're not going to want to buy new hearing aids. So one of the other services we provide for anybody that comes in here that has hearing aids, either they relocated or they weren't happy with their previous provider, is we have an adoption program which allows us to adopt that person as a patient and take care of them and take care of all their needs here, even though they didn't get their hearing aids here.
Wow,
yeah,
that's a great program.
Yeah, we do that all the time.
I know that whenever we were talking to your staff, they have something that works in partnership with the nursing homes and assisted living facilities to clean and check hearing aids. Tell us more about that.
When during normal times, and it's been a little different over the past 6 months, of course, or 8 months, we have regular visits to the nursing homes where the nursing home will invite us in, and like once a month, every month we'll go, one of my staff members will go and take care of those patients in the nursing home. And you don't have to be one of our patients. We provide those services for any patient in the nursing home that has hearing aids and needs their hearing aids checked and cleaned, and we provide those services at no charge.
Wow.
Because we feel that their ability to communicate is so important. I mean, that's what keeps us all connected.
That's right, that's really important. So, okay, so we've talked about putting me in the booth so people can see exactly what this looks like. I'm excited. Let's see what this looks like.
First, I'm gonna have you have a seat right there. I'm gonna take a look in your ears.
Okay. Okay, if she finds anything too creepy, we won't show that. Just kidding.
Now we'll go ahead and do a hearing test.
Okay.
So you want to come on up in the booth.
Okay.
This is our clicker. I'm going to get this button to press whenever you hear the beeping sound. Press that button, even if you just barely hear it. Okay? I'm going to put some earphones in your ears.
Okay.
I'm going to talk to you through these earphones.
If someone's noticing something, what should they be looking for as kind of a symptom of hearing loss?
Well, if you think everyone around you is mumbling, then it's probably time to make an appointment.
Well, some days I'm probably glad I'm here.
if people are complaining that you're watching TV louder than they would like it, if you feel like you're missing things or misunderstanding, those are all symptoms of hearing loss. So now I'm doing a hearing test. I'm presenting some different tones in one of her ears, and we'll do one ear at a time. Right now I'm on the left ear, and I'm seeing how soft it has to be for her to barely hear it. And that helps me find what's called a threshold. And when we do the thresholds for all the frequencies that we test, and then that tells us what she's hearing and what she's missing in everyday conversation, in noises, and we can also determine from a hearing test if there might be some other issues with her ears or her hearing. Sometimes if somebody has fluid behind the eardrum, it's going to present in showing a certain type of hearing loss. Or there's other types of things that come up. Typically, hearing loss from the aging process, or I call it the maturing process, tends to be really in the higher frequencies. And as the years go by, you see it creep down slowly typically, unless there's something else going on. So there are a lot of different things that we can find out just by doing a hearing test. And then that allows us to refer her on if we see something medical that needs attention. Then we can refer her on to a different type of physician that can help her. Usually it's an ear, nose, and throat doctor who specializes in conditions of the ear. And that's who we would send her to if I saw something on her hearing test that required some attention. Okay, repeat after me. Say the word "and." Say the word "yard." Say the word "carve."
So that's my grid.
Yep, you actually have very normal hearing according to the test we just did.
That's great.
Yeah, it's great news.
So tell me what brought you into this business?
So I have just had a passion for many, many years for working with the hard of hearing. I started learning sign language when I was 16. And when I went to college, I just decided eventually, I did have to switch majors, but I decided to go into audiology. My mom kind of encouraged that, and it really is a great career for me, and I've been able to help a lot of people. What I found out when I was in graduate school is I actually started losing my own hearing. I was born with a condition called otosclerosis that I wasn't aware of until my early 20s. So I've actually been wearing hearing aids myself for over 20 years. A lot of the hearing aids do a great job nowadays. They're very, very high tech. They'll stream anything from my phone directly to my hearing aids.
Oh.
They're rechargeable, so podcasts, music, anything you want can go directly from your phone to your hearing aids.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes, it's really amazing for phone calls, hands-free, or it's great for hands-free. Driving in the car, if you don't have Bluetooth in your car, you just have your hearing aids hooked up to your phone. It's been life-changing. Also, they're rechargeable, so these are not your grandma's hearing aids anymore. They are high-tech. They're super, super small. Here's an example. This is what I'm wearing right now.
Oh,
yeah, they're super tiny. Yep. And these hearing aids are sampling your environment about 100 times per second to make decisions on how to behave and filter noise to give you the best speech understanding, even in background noise.
So if someone wants to reach you, how do they reach you?
So you can go to our website, which is indianahearing.com, and it will pop up and allow you to make an appointment. Or you can call our office at 317-973-7109. So 973-7109. It's still a new number. It's still a new number to me. So sorry.
Okay, it's a new office. It's supposed to be a new number. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.